perfectly in the middle of the Toxic Valley, because it's nearly all of this, is the dried lake bed. So it extends over to there, but we're going to continue this way first. Take out Mirelurks. So the Mirelurks are guaranteed to spawn here. The only thing that's not guaranteed... Oh, there's also ghouls that are guaranteed to spawn here. I think just 2 more. Okay, that goes into Clarksburg. So we're not going to go all the way over there. That was weird. We'll get to the rooftop later. Or probably we'll just start off at the rooftop, because that's it for the enemies other than... Oh. There she is. So a queen will spawn out in the middle of the lake bed. The not-so-dried lake bed. We're not going to worry too much about her. Okay. So we'll get to the rooftop first, because I'm already over here. So behind Clarksburg, starting right here, we have this crab shack. This car outside. And then there's this Pioneer Scouts Explore the Unknown thing, because obviously Pioneer Scouts are huge in Appalachia. Lake Adventure. We have a dumpster here. Nothing important. Canoeing and rafting. So that's why there is 1, 2 canoes here, 3 canoes here. And a dock. And then as we saw, there was this skeleton here. Seems to be a female skeleton with a ladder, and there was a bee. And it says, all you can eat crap. Open. So she was stealing the bee and changing it to say crap when the bombs dropped and she fell. So yeah, you could see the chalk next to her hand. You can actually get up on this roof. If you don't have a jetpack or the marsupial mutation, which both of those will get you up there faster, there is this tree here. If you come around to this side where there's the Nuka-Cola, have a nuke. See what all is over here. There is a bathing suit spawn location, swimsuit, if you want to get it. And just an ice cream sign. So if you want to get on the roof and you don't have a mutation and you don't have a jetpack, you just walk up the boat. Oh, I didn't have to jump. You just walk from the boat up the log. No, you still do have to jump. Okay. Cross this piece of wood, and then you're on the roof, where you can see that someone, along with more pieces of chalk, a lot of pieces of chalk, was having a picnic. Wine and whiskey. They were playing tic-tac-toe, drawing some pictures, playing some hangman. They killed this person really quickly because they guessed some of the least common letters that exist. It's a 4-letter word. Wonder what it was. So this implies it's because this is old Fallout, so the idea of transgender didn't exist. It does now with Burke, who is a character in the game. So this implies that it's a male and a female who were in love with each other. Are these all the same tic-tac-toe game? They are not. So they actually took the time to do multiple variations of the tic-tac-toe. And you can get up higher if you jump up this, but let's finish looking around here. There's another gang of hangman. Yeah. Can't figure this one out either. So confusing. Walk over here, we find where someone was sleeping, still playing some more hangman. They had a short hunting rifle and a lot of food. A lot of pre-war food. If you need pre-war food for your challenges, get some pre-war food here. And then another little walk across where we can find ammo box, bags of fertilizer, shotgun ammo, and some water. Now we can head on up. Moving on up to the west side, apparently, where we find a male skeleton. Who was reaching for a plate while I'm guessing the woman, his lover, sat and watched him struggling to get food. Huh. So the confusing thing about this is it would have to be post-bombs, right? Or else anyone would just hear this man up on the roof screaming for help. But who can say? My guess is he was dating or with this woman down here, and he ran the crab shack. And then they broke up, so she kidnapped him, handcuffed him to the rooftop, left him there to starve, or the bombs fell. Same day, so she has him handcuffed here. She goes down to start. And it's odd because this is on the back. No one's really going to see this. All you can eat crap. But the bombs fall, causing him to die on the rooftop and her to fall down. That's just speculation, obviously. There's nothing to support. Well, there's stuff to support that, what I've just showed you. There's no confirmation. We can continue now onward to the next place. Which is, well, there was a picker-up truck here. But it's not important because there's nothing there. But it's this diner. This guy's trying to open the trash can. Trying to get that fuse. If we explore around this diner... Oh, that stool fell through. See a little bear scene and a key. There's a key in there. And yes, you can camp here. Even though the dried waste bed is a marked location, because it's such a large marked location that's not really a location, you can set up camp. So now if we go inside, there is a rolled up Charleston newspaper. There's a chef's hat. I believe always a chef's hat here. And a Porto diner. Port A diner, not Porto diner. And we didn't get it. Got some pre-war water. Boiled water. Some other newspaper. Here is a man and a woman who died when the bombs fell. Old Charleston newspaper. There's another dude who's just sitting here when the bombs fell. You have rat poison back here. You always love it when your restaurants you go to have rat poison. So good. It's a boathouse key and a food dehydrator. These aren't super common. So there's one here. If you really want one. Also, there's a pie location here. I don't know if I have this on my where to find pumpkin pies. There's also a little bear scene involving these bears. One of them is cooking the other bear. I believe it's Bubblegum Bear is being cooked. Yep. And little Ginger Snuggles is about to chop a tomato with a spatula. So the boathouse key that you get in there opens up this boathouse. If you don't have the key, it's perfectly fine, because you can actually just go in through the underside, right? You can jump up onto this. Like if you're good enough with parkouring, you can just jump all the way across. You can get a fisherman. Actually, I believe it's a randomized clothing outfit. Military cap. Some wine. Some gas canisters. And then here is your end of dungeon trunk, which just gave me nothing but fertilizer. Some random ammo, I think, or it could just always be 308. And another first aid kit. A lunch pail. And there's another boathouse over here, which we'll go down first. Before continuing our... We're going to move our way to the right. See, she died. Good thing I waited. I don't like fighting them. They're so tanky. We're going to move around to the right, swooping back through the lake. So this boathouse has a locked explosives crate. The level 0 lock. And there's a boat here. And a lot of blood leaf. So if you need some blood leaf, yeah, some blood leaf. And here's another boat. That's more of a speedboat situation. And there's another boat here. Not too important. I'm stuck in it. There we go. You can get on the roof here if you have a jetpack or marsupial. There's not much going on. If you cross this pier, there is a lunchbox. There is a petrified corpse standing out there crying that their loved one will never come home. There is a mod location here. Drop down to this part of the pier. We got a wooden crate. You have another speedboat. And a jet ski. Water is making noises. We have another jet ski. No, that's not jet ski. That's a boat. That's a speedboat. Now, if we keep going over, there's a mailbox because there's a house here. Well, that's not a house. It's a coffee shop. This is where we killed these first Mirelurks because it's next to the spawn spot. So in the back is a dining area for the coffee shop, and here is a writer. Dude's writing himself some novel. Got a fedora on. Trying to see if he has a cigarette in his mouth, but it doesn't seem like he does. He took his glasses off. He's got his lighter and his cigarettes and his ashtray, but he doesn't actually have a cigarette. And he's got 4 things of coffee. And a coffee pot. Untitled. Chapter 1. The Night Was. And then he took that page out of his typewriter and sat it down, and then the bombs fell. Good job, dude. You can steal his fedora. Because, obviously, why not? And if we go into the coffee shop and get another randomized hat. Looks like a fisherman's hat. And that's about it. Nothing under the floorboards. Nope. There's a piece of gum on the ground. My character's stomach's growling. Now we'll continue moving. Oh, there's also scaffolding, like they were probably building more onto it. Continue moving to the right. All of these cars are at. Is there anything else down in the water here? There's a giant anchor. Arguably too big of an anchor for this type of location. There is another boat. And here's a car that was backing up to put their boat into the water. Their speedboat. Is it a car? That's a picker-up truck. There's another car here. Now if we continue up this path, we see a bunch more vehicles, including a dumpster here. And there is a picker-up truck here. And there's these houses. But I'll just try to include them when I do Charleston. Clarksburg, I mean. If I remember to include them. Oh, and there is a Cult of the Mothman totem. It's another car pulling a trailer for a boat. There's a picker-up truck pulling a canoe. A lot of these destroyed and moved around. Lounge chairs, a soccer ball. I heard a startled Scorched. Oh, that's why. No. Let's go take care of the Scorched, then we'll have a look around at this area. Oh, there's a lot of them here. So this is a random enemy area. It doesn't have a guaranteed mob. It'll typically, though, it'll be Scorched or super mutants. Now, backpedal a bit. Back to here. Pedestrian crossing. You can look around at the various people who were outside when the bombs fell. So we've got this man. Kind of doing his Jeff Goldblum pose. Yeah, like, none of them are wearing beach attire either. Right? This dude's just in a jacket and pants. And then we have her in her dress. Her hand was over, so I was trying to see if she was holding something. There is nothing here. Here's some pre-war water. And this is one of my favorite scenes. It's a streaker. So it's a greaser, because it's always a greaser outfit here. At least it always has been for me. A greaser who was streaking and gets tackled by a security officer. And here's a lunchbox. I believe here is yep, it is a Nuka Shine spawn location. So Nuka Shine will bring you to this little pool so you can walk around and investigate. There's a giant generator. Here is a hot tub. Nothing inside. There's a toy car on the table. Some fashionable sunglasses and a visor on this table, or just randomized headgear in Glasses. Randomize Kim. Trash can. Another one of these information sign booths. Then we have the restrooms. Some lockers. A hose. Giant tree that's been pulled from the ground. Nothing on the roof. So we'll start by entering this restroom. Oh, another information booth. Where there is a bathing suit. Swimsuit, I mean. Open these two stalls. One of them has a garden gnome and a roll of toilet paper. The wall has been knocked over, breaching them. One of them, well, that's the shower, has a giant tube. And the other one is a toilet. So this was the ladies' room. The ladies' rooms get no stall showers, so the ladies have to just be naked around each other. There's some soap. And then the men's room gets one shower. I don't even think they got soap. Oh, come on. Did I get stuck? I got stuck. That's cool. The men's room doesn't even get a bar of soap. And they get one shower. But they get a stall. Unlike the ladies. And we're back. Oh, I guess I didn't point out any of this stuff, but yep, newspaper stand, some benches. One of the benches is destroyed and knocked over. I don't think there was anything else left in here, but we'll finish it off. Sink, urinals. Oh, there's their soap. Their soap is in the urinal. And that's it for this little area. So now we can head up this way first. Because right here should be a random encounter hotspot, I believe. There's a bunch of cars for parking. Oh, it is. Here's the random encounter hotspot. It's a scene encounter hotspot. We aren't going to play the holo tape, but if you get that key, it'll open up a key, or it'll open up a door at Mama Dolce's, the underground section. Here's another picker-up truck with a boat, and then here is a rig, a diesel, with a full trailer. We will go inside after we loot this dumpster for its caps. So this person was just kind of living on the beach here. Or living next to this lake. So inside, there's just a lot of junk to make some scrap from. 2 randomized outfits. There's a basket underneath the couch. Some pre-war food, some buff tats, because obviously he's got to be freaking hitting the gym if he's going to the beach. And a already destroyed safe with no loot inside. And on top are the flowers. And a thing of paint. Here is a rad stag baby. It's just kind of like a shed. Some tanning supplies. Like tanning as in tanning hides, not tanning as in sun tanning. Car. I wouldn't. Now you're dead. It's another car here. They don't really seem to matter. Here is 2 more of these lounge chairs with an umbrella. Hey, didn't I launch this thing? I guess not launch, but I did shoot it. So now we can start heading down towards this actual lake itself. There's a bunch of benches and then a walkway, which means that this lake was pretty low. Like, this being here made me think it was higher, but this bridge being down here does mean that this was pretty low. Oh, don't. Not saying don't, as in don't make me get stuck again and have to fast travel away. And here's another bridge there. So normally there are, oh, here they are, cultists that are alive. They're dead here. The auto kill off system kicked in and killed them when it killed the Mirelurk Queen. There's another canoe. It's a giant whalebones. And if you don't believe they are whalebones, Crater has a note that discusses the concept of whales and giant whales. And then there was the whole ghoul whale situation in Fallout 4, which was, I think, cut content. 2 more of these types of chairs. Just a bunch of chairs. These people were having a fire out here. Here's a jet ski. And a trailer, but there doesn't seem to be a vehicle that was attached to it. Unless it was this one. 2 more barbecues. There's a cooler here with some razor grain. Bunch more benches. And we're back to here, where we saw that person lowering their vehicle. Can we go lower? You can somewhat still see underneath. Here's another boat. Cross over to this side. Might as well to get some of this into the thing. There's typically a bear over here, though. A Yaoguai. So obviously the water is all poisonous. Here are the barrels to prove it. There used to be an event called Pass the Buck that was removed, where you would go through the toxic lake bed and also a little bit of Grafton River. No, Pass the Buck was for this one. This one's a different event. What was this one called? So Pass the Buck involves the Grafton Dam. And then there was another one that involved you getting the sludge from the toxic waste bed and then carrying it and putting it into a barrel or a dumpster so that you can help out the Pioneer Scouts and earn some Pioneer points. But I guess that's no longer a thing also, because I don't have it on my list of... The only Pioneer Scout one I still have is Help Scout Leader Treadley with the insect parts. Did they get rid of all of the other Pioneer Scout quests? Or repeatable quests. We have a buoy here. Doesn't really do anything. That'd be kind of disappointing if they did get rid of all of them. Now there's just a lake here. Oh, there's a car inside. A tire, but nothing else. And lots of blood leaf. And here is our first big boat. Oh, there's another jet ski. This one's flipped over. Big boat. Got nothing in it. So ignore the big boat. Oh, good. The Mirelurk Queen respawned. That's great. Now I got to deal with that. Here's another crashed boat. Unless she immune to... We'll find out when we get over there. So here's a canoe. More destroyed... whatever you call them, docks, piers. Another boat. Another person that's lowering their boat. And that's it for that side. I don't seem to be able to tell her no. So it does not work on big creatures. Sorry, I was hearing a noise over here, so I turned around quickly to see what it was. And there is nothing there. She was only level 6. So that's fine. Yeah, I don't know what... I heard something. Alright. Oh, wait. Did we look in that canoe? There's nothing in that canoe. So here's a bunch more toxic waste barrels. Again, they were playing into that event, which I want to look up now because I need to know if they got rid of it. Dried Lake. Where is that at? Yeah, on the page, it doesn't even mention that there was an event here. But yeah, there used to be a Pioneer Scouts one. It'd be like these big old green globs of toxic waste. You'd have to pick them up. And then go hunt down a location to dump them. There's nothing over here, right? I know we have that other boat out there, but I'm trying to make sure I get all these outskirts as well. Oh, it extends that far. Some more blood leaf. Here's another rig, diesel, whatever you want to call it. There's some more toxic waste barrels over there. Here's the second big boat. Which again, nothing in the boat. Some barrels down there. Flying over it, see if there's anything inside. No. No, there's not. barrels. And do we consider this part of the lake? Possibly, right? There is blood leaf leading this way. It's an acid. Acid spot. This is a river that's branching off of the lake, leading to here, which we've already done this. So we won't do that again. We'll come over here, though, to see a bunch more blood leaf. Some coal? Nope. Black titanium veins. Good if you're trying to build your excavator power armor. That seems to be about it. Then it just starts to just stop existing. It still glows at where the water used to be. That is about it. It's also called the dried toxic waste bed, and yet it's not that dried. I know. Oh wait, I can pacify you. Didn't work because I shot him. I would have been thinking I probably would have just pacified it. Can it fight me? No. Yes. I think that's it. There's another barrel. It's a walkway. And we're back to here. With Bethany. Alright, that's the toxic dried. I'm trying to remember if that's... if I'm saying the words right. Yeah, toxic dried lake bed. Not the dried toxic lake bed. We didn't get on this roof. Although I guess one more thing. Let's go talk to...
Still a tadpole? That's okay. I won't judge you, even if you are the oldest tadpole I've ever seen. It's always a pleasure to see a fine young pioneer scout.
Won't give me the quest, which means it's been removed. But he's also calling me a... Yeah. Yes, that. He seems to be glitching out and... Oh! No, there it is. Okay. So it does still exist. But he thinks I'm a tadpole still.